Hi everyone, good morning from the sunny shores of Boracay. I'm here to give you an update on what's happening on the PSEI markets. Just opened just a few minutes ago, so this update will be based on intraday data. This is based also on closing prices from yesterday as well. Here's the lowdown on the market. I was actually hoping that as the market hit 8,100, we would get a strong bounce and we would actually see it bounce relatively higher from not just from 8.2, but it would actually bounce and challenge 8,500. But guess what, guys? That's not the case, eh? And that's the thing with the markets. Our goal is not to guess what will happen. Our goal is not to speculate, but our goal is to find ways and strategies on what are we supposed to do when things don't go our way, when things are not as optimistic as what we hope it would be. So why am I saying this? Intraday, the market dropped below 8,100. But prior to that, for those who've been following our PSEI updates, I already mentioned that it has already had a more bearish undertone because of some oscillators and some price and momentum overlays showing us that there's already bearish sentiment moving in the stock. There's already a downward progression. Weeks prior to this already, oscillators and moving averages also have shown us a depiction that it's more bearish already. There's already downward reversals for the stock. So for those who took profits because of that, for those who sold because of that, you've done a good job. You've probably made a good amount of earnings also because of that. So now, a couple of days ago also, the market dropped below a very strong long-term moving average. Because of that, there's a longer and stronger bearish sentiment in the stock. The stock moved from bullish to bearish. With that, also, we don't have any evidence of any upward reversal. And with what happened today, with its dip below 8,100, it may send a signal on a particular notion where the market could head over the next few days. So please take note of this. If the dip below 8,100 stays, meaning the market fails to go above 8,100, we may experience a downward correction further for the stock. I repeat, if we see the market go lower, it's not just a false breakdown, but it stays below 8,100, we may see some downside movement. We may see a larger and bigger downward correction for the stock. The next support level, should it fail to stay above 8.1, I believe the market could go to 7.9 and 7.7 over the short to mid-term. So why am I saying this? Please don't buy stocks as they're falling. Your goal is to pick those support levels and just come in when the support levels are there and on your favor already. But should this be just a breakdown that's false, it's fake, and the market stays above 8,100, then well and good. You're still in a position to add some more and expect the market to range from 8.1 to around 8,500. But if it does not hold from 8.1, expect the downside to be even larger. So now let's try to break this down even more. Now that the market is dropping, what should you do? What should be your battle plan, and how should you strategize things? First of all, we've seen the market drop from around 8.9 to where it is right now. We've seen blue chip stocks, we've seen large market cap fundamentally sound stocks also retrace. We've seen SM drop from 40 to 34. We've seen Ayala Land drop from the highs of 46 to around to lower than 41 today. And I know there are some stocks also that are a bit smaller than those companies that have dropped even more than 10% already, 10 to 15 to around 20+%. So what should you do when the market's dropping? Number one, please do not panic. Please do not let your emotions rule you. Please do not just sell at a loss just for the sake of selling and just because you're relatively not as confident as when the market was going up. Your goal right now as a trader or an investor is to stick to the very reason why you actually traded in the first place. Why am I saying this? If your goal is to come in as a quick trader for stocks that you are watching that are currently breaking down, and it's important that you need to know to plot your own support and resistance, not just based on what computers or automated devices are telling you, but it has to be based on your own time frame. It has to be based on the upside that you want. So why, again, if you're a quick trader and the stock that you have or the stocks that you're currently watching is now breaking down, what should you do? as it starts to break down, as it's currently breaking down, my suggestion is to stay away first. Stay away from the stock until it hits a certain level of support. Please do not buy stocks while they are falling. Please do not buy stocks while they're breaking down, because a stock that's breaking down will continue to go down until something shifts, until something changes. That's number one. If you're a position trader, same thing. A lot of the stocks right now, but depends, at least please watch your stocks manually to be able to see specific areas in them. A lot of the stocks right now are reversing downward. A lot of the stocks right now are moving into downtrend. So if you're holding a stock that's in a downtrend, the same thing as what I told quick traders, stay away from the market first. Wait until key reversals in moving averages would show you that the stock is now reversing up again. Again, our goal is not to buy the stock while it's falling. Our goal is to buy the stocks while they're reversing up. It's never about finding where the bottom is, but it's just about finding strategic areas where to come in based on sound technical analysis principles. So thirdly, if you are an investor, if you're an investor now, this is your chance. Now, why am I saying this? If you're an investor, this is your chance to buy fundamentally sound stocks that are cheap. I repeat, this is your chance to buy fundamentally sound stocks that are cheap. Again, but do not buy them while it's dropping. It allows you now to store up on cash, store up as much cash as you have right now, build a stockpile, and then when you see it hit one of the cheapest points that you could ever see, or once it hits a very strong support level, or it starts to consolidate at a very strong support level, that becomes your area for buying. That becomes your area for you coming in. So again, for those who were asking when was a good time to come in before, and I said the market was higher, this can now be your opportunity. I don't know how low it will go, but this gives you a fighting chance to buy it at a cheaper price. Do not buy yet, but store up as much as you can already, so that when we see stocks hit a certain support level, it can be an opportunity for you already to come in, because the cash is already there. That's number 3. Number 4, if you're doing peso cost averaging, please, it doesn't matter if the market is dropping. If you're doing peso cost, just keep on adding. Remove your emotions out of it. Just keep on buying, provided that what you're buying is fundamentally sound. If you're buying a company that's fundamentally sound, it doesn't matter if you're doing peso cost. You won't do well over the long term. So doing peso cost, just keep on adding. Just keep putting your allocation steady, and just do that repeatedly over a period of time. So that's it. I'll try to make another video at the end of the day or even later tonight to talk about how the market close and to see if it's actually gonna go above 8,100 for the closing. So that's it for now. Marvin Guillermo in Boracay. My next sessions will be in Cebu for the first week of April. Then I'll be in Korea for the 3rd week of April. Then I'll be in Singapore for the 1st week of May. Then our largest investment conference with over 1,000 people, Icon 2018, Samsung Hall. And then going back to Manila again this June, and also Melbourne, Australia for another edition of Stock Smarts there. So that's it for now. Hope this helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart.